Here we go then. Let's take you around the tractor. Well, we've got a minute. We're currently in the field. We've caught up with the rake. The rake's had to dart off for the other balers. So what I thought we'd do is just we'll have a little look around this tractor. Why not? Although I've been using it, I've just been using it, if you know what I mean. I haven't really looked around it very much. It's nice and warm outside. Right, let's have a look at the outside first. Everything's a bit dusty because we're out here baling. It's wow, it's warm out here. It's 30 degrees. New tractor on the farm. This is a 7S 180. I don't know the very fine details of everything. I believe it's a 6.6 Isuzu, 180 horsepower, and I think they boost up to about 200 under certain conditions, PTO conditions, stuff like that. We'll just do a quick walk around because it's very similar to the old one. Apart from the, you know, we had one of these on demo a few years ago. I really liked it. There's a couple of noticeable things on this tractor. One being the massive tyres. They are 600s on the front, and on the back there's 710s on the back. So that's just what come with it. I quite like the big chunky tyres. You know, like as it stands like that. We can go road setup, we can go, you know, field setup. It's pretty, you know, we're not going to swap for 800s when you've got 710s on there. Farmer has said we can put the new drill that comes, hopefully by the autumn. We can put the new drill on there and we can go drilling with that. Yeah, can't wait for that. I know it's early, but I can't wait to get the drill back on and have another go. No front PTO on this one. It's the only difference. This one has not got front PTO, but we never used it. I don't think I used it once on that other tractor. So the reason the engine's running is because it's very warm today, and yeah, it gets very hot in the cab. But Uncle Franklin will be along soon. We'll be back baling again. Hay is short, as you can see. You get a little toolbox down the side here. In. You can't fit a lot in there, mind. I wish they would put us a lovely big proper toolbox there, as you know, but just something you can fit a few bits and bobs in. That's okay, you can get a few link balls in there, but that's about it. So 710s on the back, big tyres. There's plenty of space in these wheel arches to suck them in a bit, so I don't know. We might have a little, when we've got time, we might have a little fettle in. I think they're dished in this side, so we could swap this tyre for the other side and just have them so that the tyres fit nice and in line with the mud guards, because I don't want to catch curbs and stuff like that. It absolutely, yeah, we've got a lot of tight roads around by us, so we might try and suck those in a little bit if we can and get them in line with the front. But if we can't, you know, that'll be another day. That'll be a day when we're not busy. It is warm out here. Let's have a look behind then. We've got an ABS connection there for your trailers. That feels a bit loose. Isoverse connection on there. You've got your air brakes there and there for your air brake trailers. We've got load sensing, power beyond. I've never used those. They're for certain implements. I've never personally used them. Yeah, we've got 4 spools. They're all electronic, and they can all be used. They've changed all this. I can see this is all new. It's all the wiring for the spools, but inside the cab we can move. It used to have 4 levers back in the day, and then they put some electronic ones in, and then you'd have some electronics, and now they're all electronic, and you can program each spool to a different button in the cab. We've got some fancy suspension in here, and it's very comfortable, I can tell you that. Obviously you've got the PTO down the bottom. We're on the drawbar at the moment. You get the quick hitch as well, you just swap them over. Hydraulic brakes, dual control. I think that is for like rear steer trailers, stuff like that. So you can yeah, have that all controlled in the cab. I would like to try and just pull them tyres in, just so they're in line with the mudguards. I think that would just save them for another day. But they're she's only done 520, well, 530 odd hours now. We've put some hours on it today. Anything 50k is air brakes now, so anything with a 50k gearbox comes with air brakes as standard. And it's a lovely thing. It's a beautiful thing. I like all this metal shrouding around here. That'd be hot. All the exhaust gubbins is tucked in there, so you only have a small exhaust pipe for better visibility in the cab. And we all like a big exhaust, but anyway, this is a track that Jeremy should have bought, in my eyes. Can't fault them, they're so nice to drive. So everything's easy on them. It's got guidance. It's got dual screens in there. We'll go and have a look in a minute. And the only thing on the outside it hasn't got is LEDs. So, but we can work around that. We've worked all our lives with halogen lights before, so I would have loved it to have LEDs, and they are swappable, but they are insanely expensive. But I've seen certain kits out there. Watch this space. Another day we might convert her over to LEDs. Another day. Yeah, we'll keep that for another day. But the work lights will be fine. It'll do everything I want it to do. Oh God! Let's shut that because it is. Wow, it's hot out there. It's really hot. Okay, so in the cab, right, let's start. We've got two screens, and this is just how the tractor comes. Farmer said to me, he said, "What's that tractor like?" I said, "Flipping out, Farmer, you know, it's a hell of a thing." And he said to me, I didn't even know what it was. Man's paid for it and don't even know what tractor he's for. Oh my God. I said, "Are you coming to have a look at it?" "No, tractor's a tractor," he said. I can't. You know what we're like. We like tractor stuff. Anyway, still got the covers on the seats here. This one's got the fancy seat. This seat is really nice. It curves around like that, and then when you're working, oh, not that one. There's another button in here. That one. So when you're working, your backrest is over here. You can see right down to it just gives you a real nice view out the back. You haven't got to twist your head over to see what's going on, and when you're on those long bouts on the GPS, just lovely. Anyway, we've got on our cab, we've got cab suspension, we've got front suspension, we've got brake to neutral, Isobus. We've got nothing on Isobus, which is a shame. We've got a lot of tractors with Isobus now, so you know, in the future it wouldn't hurt to have. Apparently this baler is Isobus compatible, but I don't know, it comes with this box. Honestly, I don't know how I don't know if it's just a different wire to the baler. I have no idea, but apparently it is. And when we talk about Isobus, basically we plug a wire into that plug in the back of the tractor, and then everything on this box comes up on this screen here. And this tractor is set up so you can have your guidance on one screen, your Isobus on another, and you don't have to keep flicking between pages to to see what you want to see. So that's nice. Let's have a look down here. Anyway, we've got our D plug here, 12 volt input. We've got a cigarette lighter input down there. There are two other plugs. I don't know what they're for. Someone will tell me, I'm sure. We've actually got some USBs now. They're nice to see, especially for me, charging stuff up all the time. Yeah, the cab's a little bit different laid out now. So I love this joystick. This is like the 8S. This joystick is beautiful. It is so nice to use. There's just no other word for it. All your gears are in here. So Dynasix. Yeah, so Dynasix. So a gearbox we're familiar with, a gearbox we trust. On the controller here, we've got two sets of gears. So you've got your field gears and your road gears. You come into the field, you can just knock it into field gears. it's basically 2 sets of gears. And you come in the field and you can just hit that button, it will take you straight onto your slower gears, and then when you're going back on the road, hit it again and it'll take you onto your faster gears straight away without having to select your gears. So these 2 buttons here on the stick, they are programmable. I've got them set as 4-wheel drive and diff locks. There's a programmable button here. You can set that to do multiple different things. At the moment, all the spools are set up as they are on the back of the tractor. So you've got up and down is 1 and 1. Left and right on this little toggle here is 2. 3 is over here on 3. And 4 is number 4, obviously. But let's say we want whatever's plugged into our number 4 spool on this joystick here. We simply tell the tractor on the screen, right, here we go. So we tell the tractor this one here is H1 and H2. So you are up here, you basically tell the tractor which valve you want that to be, and you can have 2 levers operating the same spool. So your front links as well, you can put your front links anywhere. You can put your front links here on these buttons, you can put your front links here, you can put them on this toggle on this joystick. This joystick is meant for a loader, you know, it operates the loader if you've got a loader on there as well. Yeah, anyway, Jack put TerraStar Lite for us on here, which is a real nice it's a PPP signal, very much like the Sphere Wirken one, but it's a paid for subscription. It's a little bit more accurate, and that will be really nice when we come to go drilling. We'll set that up. Right, up on the post we've got all the usual stuff. This is your draft control, this is your speed on your downwards on your arms, you've got your suspension on your arms, so when you're going down the road with an implement back on your back arms, when you lift the implement up on the arms here, your arms buttons are here now. Yeah, it's got soft ride, so you barely, you know, when the tractor's jigging about, it sort of softens it out and it doesn't jig the tractor around too much. The only thing they change on the 77s to 7S, which I don't like, is you used to be able to, these are the rocker switch, that button was down here for your up and down on your arms to release your hitch, and you used to be able to rock those, pull your lever, and your arms will go down and you'll be able to operate your hitch. But now you have to wake them up again. So on some of the older Masseys, you had to rock the rocker switch, which is here now, to wake them up, and then you can operate this switch. On the 77s, it was so nice. You could just rock this switch, they'd wake up, down goes your... It was just nice. So it's an extra step you got to do now, but it's not really an issue. You get used to that straight away. But yeah, what a lovely place to be. This cab is super nice. Down here we've got some buttons. 4-wheel drive is down here now, diff locks is down here. You've got auto 4-wheel drive, auto diff locks, you've got automatic gear changes if you want it. This is your button to select what gear you're going to start in, and that's what's done with this rocker switch. You hit this button, it comes up on the screen down here, and then you rock this forward and then it changes the takeoff gear, which we always have in, and then if you want to do the reverse only, you hit it again and off. That's nice. Auto PTO, that will work on certain implements. When you lift them up, it'll stop the PTO. When you put them down, it'll start the PTO. There are just, yes, limitless things on this thing. Some things that go way over my head. I don't know how sure I am on this, but I think we could see in the screen here, one of these screens, I could see it was, we've got some settings on here, so we've got auto turn on here, so that might be something we might be able to turn on another day. Maybe our friend Massey Man will enlighten us how we do that. That would be something I'd be interested in if he could help me out with that one. But this one's kitted out with sectional control, so Here comes the rake man, about time, that's good timing. So it's got sectional control, so if we had an implement with sectional control, you could do your boundary and it would basically turn off your booms as you come into your pre-sprayed area or your pre-fertilized areas. It would shut it off automatically so you're not overlapping too much. Save you a bit of cost on sprays and fertilizer and whatnot, and seed maybe as well. If you had a drill that was sectional control, that would be cool. I don't think the drill that's coming has got that, but maybe another day, eh? Anyway, this thing is absolutely kitted out to the max. DAB radio. You couldn't want any more in a tractor, I'm not joking. You couldn't be any more comfortable. That's back on guidance. We were just trying that out, make sure that works. I found only one problem with it, and Jack, I know, will get straight on with it. I'd put me reel, which is the pickup, in the fourth spool, so it was out of the way, because I just don't like them being too close together on the controls. I like to be able to pick it up and know I'm only picking it up. Anyway, when I lifted it up, it crept ever so fast, so there's a leak somewhere in the spool valve, I believe. Unless I'm wrong, Jack will probably correct me on that, maybe, and there might be a little simple fix for that. Either way, they will come and have a look and make sure that's right. I know they will, because this thing is brand new and still under warranty, so we will make sure it's right. There goes Uncle Franklin. Look. Anyway, that's a little look at the tractor, a little bit more in depth. I'm sure you know all about it. In a way, it's very similar to the last one. Apart from this one's got guidance, which is lovely to have, real nice to have. So I think pretty much there's only a couple of tractors now in our fleet that don't have guidance. So that is interesting and good. Anyway, we're going to crack on with this round baling. Yes, the guys have gone up to Alistair's small baler, so we'll see if we can catch up with them later on. It's 6:10 at night, so I imagine by the time we're done here, it will be, everyone will be done and we'll be blowing off, getting ready for tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think about the tractor. Do you like it? What do you like the specs it's all got? I imagine it was just, you know, the right deal for the farmer at the right time. You know, he's not too fussy with tractors. He wants something that everyone can use. He wants something that's going to be reliable. You know, it's got to be the right price as well. So anyway, I've got to get him on it, because this thing is absolutely beautiful to drive. So there we go. That's it. That's the tractor. Anyway, the only difference is we don't have front PTO this time, but we never used it on the other track. I don't think I ever used it once. So no biggie there really. We've only got one implement with a front PTO, and that's the mowers. Which might have been a good idea to have a backup, but you know, it's not the end of the world either. I know the guys at UTV do LED lights for these things. Not cheap, but we might have a go at swapping some over in the future. So there we go. But other than that, I am yeah, lovely thing.